everyone, this is Harold Ho from haroldho.com. Welcome to my weekly blog post. This is a summary video of what I blog about. How is everyone doing? Another week has gone by, a very hectic week, quite quickly has gone by. I don't know whichever part of the world you may be in. Here in Singapore, it's pretty hot, although there's been rain almost daily. It's really very hot and humid. You can see that I'm shooting this video. If you look above me, there's my aircon, and I really need the aircon just to cool the place down and cool me down as well. Well, this week has been quite a sad week for me. Just not more than 7 days ago, I just lost a classmate. Okay, he was sick, but we didn't expect him to go that suddenly. In fact, he had other issues and he just collapsed and went with a heart attack. So we've known each other for like easily more than 40 years. We've been in school together during our secondary 3 and secondary 4 days. We were classmates in the same class, and just like suddenly, he's no longer with us. In fact, every year, my classmates, my whole cohort, we gather in every August. It's a get-together. It's always very nice and fun to catch up with your old classmate, your old schoolmates. There's always a lot to talk about. The night just go by so quickly. And in fact, more often than not, there's always, we call mini sessions. Sometimes there's this get-together for breakfast on a Saturday, coffee time, any other weekdays. It tells one thing, when you lose a friend, a classmate, a brother like this, life is really short. Anything could happen to you at any point of time. Okay, you may see me in this video, who knows, may just gone the next moment. It's the same for anybody else. There's no age barrier or anything that that goes along with it. But it tells you that live life to the fullest. What you like to do, go ahead within your means. Go and take action and do it. Okay, coming back to our internet marketing business, this is what exactly could happen to you. You may just regret, that not taking the action because you were delaying, procrastinating. There's 1,001 reasons for you not to get started. There's a lot of things to hold you back. So don't let all this kind of thing, don't let this like something to paralyze you, and you never know. Life is really very short. All I can say, on this very sad note, is my classmate Gerard Hendricks, rest in peace. May God's eternal light shine upon you always. Okay, coming back to my blog post. This week, my blog post is about using video in your leads. Okay, the use of video in generating leads. Is this thing video, very something very in thing now, very helpful? Does it, help you or not? So I want you to hang on. In the next video clip, in fact, I'm going to switch over to an on-screen where actually I have a chart. So that's why I need to do an on-screen to, demonstrate to you, to give you a summary. The blog post is above this video. So this is a recap, a summary, a recap summary in the form of a video for you to go through. So just hang on. The next video clip will be my explanation of my blog post about this using video. Okay, stay on there. I'll be back very shortly. Okay, welcome back to my video summary, where this week's blog post is about using videos to develop leads. In fact, I'm going to be more focused talking about the many uses of videos in lead development. Okay, next, standing out and be seen or heard. As internet online marketers, you need to be heard, you need to be seen. Okay, otherwise nobody will know who you are. What the hell are you doing? What are you trying to convey to the market? So it's really very important that you be seen and be heard. Let's go back to what we are doing. In your lead generation and emails, you are in fact all the time refining it. You are fine-tuning things to make it better, right? Optimizing it to make everything to the best as possible. And in fact, you are going to do that all your life as a marketer. And from a sales point, standpoint, if you don't do that, you are going to suffer. Why is that so? Why are you going to suffer if you don't refine your emails, fine tune it, your lead generation campaigns? It's purely because you are not going to be seen in your leads inbox. You are not going to be heard. You're not going to be seen. No one ever noticed you. And when that happens, can you imagine what will that lead to? Very low click-through rate. Your emails are not going to be open. Nobody sees them. Your leads are just ignoring it, or they don't even notice that you are there at all in their inbox. Catastrophic consequence is going to come. Why? Eventually, with all that, sales is not going to come about. So that's why it's very important that you be seen and heard, and all the time refining your emails and your lead generation campaign. Next, I'm going to be pulling out a chart for you to see how videos can be used. Just bear with me. Alright, now we have this chart here where I'm just going to quickly run through with you the various stages of lead generation that I've been talking to you about already for a couple of weeks. Prospecting, relationship building, and sales. Okay, in the column of prospecting, you have lead generation, and your lead generation is going to lead to follow-up. Okay, when you start a lead generation campaign, definitely there should be a follow-up. When your leads come in, what do? You don't just leave them there in a cold, dark night. Okay, you're going to do some follow-up. And of course, ultimately, you are going to do some mini selling to them. Okay, it need not be a high-ticket item. You warm them up and you sell them small mini selling, some small pitchings, to go about with it. The item, the product could be, not necessarily something big. You're just going to warm up with them. Next, we have relationship building after the prospecting phase. Well, always begin with a say hello, how are you? That kind of stuff. And you should lead to share valuable content. It's very, very important so that you are giving education to them. After which, you will direct them to web content. You may sometimes feel that, I've seen something very useful on YouTube that could be related in what you have been always sharing, that valuable content with your leads. You can always direct them to this web content, point them to there. The last phase, of course, that we all look forward to is your sales. And we have mini demos and follow-up. Okay, this follow-up is slightly different from the prospecting phase. This follow-up is more towards, that they are keen to buy. It's just a matter of, following up with them, giving them the confidence, your leads, that what you're talking about, you understand what they are going through. In fact, you are like being in their shoes, and that's the follow-up phase. Now, I'm going to be continuing next to be talking about, can videos, be used in the various, like in sales. Okay, just hang on there, bear with me as I change my screen again. Okay. Okay, can videos be used in sales? Of late, just not like I show you, those three phases: prospecting, relationship building, and sales. Can videos be incorporated in all those areas? Well, definitely you can. And what is that going to result in, especially, Well, you're going to see higher emails, open rates, and reply rates. Okay, let's get on with this video presentation where I'm going to talk about, can videos be used in sales? Earlier on, I showed you the chart of the three phases: prospecting, relationship building, and sales. In fact, in all those three stages, you can use videos. In fact, I would say use it to the maximum as you can. Nearly everything you can just put in a video. What is the consequence if you use video? Most likely you're going to see higher emails open rates. Reply rates are also going to be moving up. You can just simply put it as it's no longer an issue of why should I use video. In fact, it's more like how should I use video that you should be asking. Using video in the prospecting phase. Now, before I can start talking about using videos in the prospecting phase, I would just like to run through with you this know, like, trust phase. It's like a kind of a process when you do your lead generation. When your leads come in, first of all, they must get to know you. After that, they must kind of like you before they can trust you. You can't trust a person that you don't like in the real world, don't you think so? So it's the same here. So first of all, the leads come in must know you, they must like you. After that, they can trust you. Coming back to using video in the prospecting phase, in this phase of prospecting is that, how should I say, you are in the know stage. You are reaching out to cold leads and, who have yet to know you. So you need to warm them up. You must stand out to capture their attention. Okay, it's something very, very essential that you must do. So how could videos be effective in this aspect? Or rather, how can they help you in this area? Okay, first of all, video can be grabbing attention. Try using the word video in your email headlines and watch. Is there any significant change or something different is going to happen? Okay, go on, try using it. It's no harm. You don't lose anything. It doesn't cost you anything, and it won't hurt you a bit. Building credibility. Engaging your leads is one good way to build your credibility. Remember, we're still in this early know phase. Next is getting personal. Finding out more about, exactly what your leads, know more about them. What do they do and how would they like to be helped, and you can better connect with them when you know all this. In fact, in my blog post, I have a sample email kind of a template that you could use here. It's just like in the headline, maybe I just use this character named John. Okay, this name John. John, I done a personal video in your headlines. Then you go on to say in very short, okay, you don't have to be very elaborate in your email. That's like, hello John, I believe you are focusing in developing an internet online business. I have placed together a 30-second video illustrating how I can help you to get started on your online business. After that, you have that video underneath that text. And you can end like, looking forward to sharing more steps and processes. How about a short chat on, maybe you give a date and time on Skype as an introduction. Okay, so you just watch, is there any response? If there isn't, you should slowly follow up with them. Now, we are going to be moving on to using videos in emails during relationship building. More often when you reach this stage, you are in a like phase. Okay, in relationship building, you are trying to get them to like you. By now, your leads will have known who you are, and it's easier already. You have passed the know stage, so you are stepping into the like stage. And to stay on the top of the game, videos are encouraged. Perhaps you can start with saying hi or hello, after which you can share valuable content, like what I have in the chart there, sharing valuable content. After which you point them to any useful or valuable content on the web. The point, that is always worth noting here is content you should take note of the following, okay? Content that are related, of a related nature. Do maintain records of type of content you have been sending to your leads. So at least up to now, what have you been giving them? What have you been educating them? They must be relevant and familiar to you, so that that what you have been sending to them, so that moving forward you don't duplicate. Okay, say by now, if they have read this, you have given them education in this area, then they are quite ready to receive my next piece of content. Make it look like a dialogue style. Okay, it helps to make you someone approachable. Okay, like a dialogue, that you can be approached, and there's always two-way communication. Okay? It must be also beneficial in the form of communicating, should be educational and benefit your leads. I also have a sample email that you can follow at, after this particular section, where the headline goes something like, take a look at this video, John. Hello, John. Notice your recent blog post or Instagram or Facebook post. Perhaps you'd like to check this recent report or post of a kind of a related to what this person has been posting, your leads have been posting, and you believe it's helpful to them. I put together a video summary, which is very interesting and valuable and relevant, of that nature. Point at, that at the end, do take note. There's this very interesting point at the end of my video that you should be taking note of. Then you have your video after that. Hope you enjoy, and do let me know your thoughts, okay? Now, we come to this final part where using videos in sales email. By now, your leads will be in a trust stage already. They know you, they like you, so they should be able to trust you. In fact, you can say you are very close to the buying stage already. And this is the most critical and most important thing. After all, you want to sell them something. It doesn't matter it's a low price product or a high ticket program. So you are going to sell them something. So it's the deep end of the funnel now that you are reaching when you go into this trust phase. The types of videos that are most relevant in these areas are mini demos and follow-up. Of course, you should take into consideration these following factors. Linking value proposition with leads needs, what their needs are. So perhaps you should address why they need your product or program, and how you can help them. Stay positive but not too assertive. Leads like you to understand them, like be in their shoes, but at the same time don't be too pushy, like trying to close a sale. Don't push them into a deal, and it's just like you are quite close and at the edge of the cliff. You want them to buy, but don't push them too hard. They will just fall over the cliff and you end up with nothing. All right, so stay positive but don't be too assertive. Personal connection. Remember, people buy from people, okay? And you have the upper hand if you can bond with them. You can understand, you can bond with them. Obviously, you are in a very advantageous position. I again have a sample email where the headline can be just a 60 seconds video for John. And of course, hello John. With your current situation, I thought it would be good, if I share with you in this 60-second video that will help you, to move out from your present situation. Then you have the video there, a short video. I will catch up after you finish viewing the video. Looking forward to sharing more details with you to make this year a better one. Something that you can go along on that line. Okay, remember, everything keep it short. if you notice the videos that I have, the sample I usually put there, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, they are not too long. Okay, they are definitely shorter than this video presentation I'm giving you. So remember, just a quick recap, we have the 3 phases I mentioned to you earlier on, where we start with prospecting, relationship building, and sales. Okay, under prospecting, is kind of a getting to know stage and what you should do there, and followed by relationship building, where they are getting to like you. You're in that like stage. Sales, when sales come, that means you are very close to closing a sale. You should be in the trust stage, and how you should engage your leads there. All right, I have now come to an end of this week's blog post video summary presentation. It just leaves me, to thank you for reading my blog, watching my video. At the same time, remember what I said earlier on at the beginning, where don't waste time. Whatever you want to do, seize on the opportunity. Don't procrastinate. After all, life is short. Like what I shared with you, I lost my classmate just a few days back only. Okay, so don't come to a point or stage, maybe you might fall ill and regret, say, I should have done this or done that. So remember, don't take things for granted, and don't deprive yourself of the opportunity, okay, that what you want to do. Perhaps like this internet online business, you want to get on with it, but you have been muddling with it for a very long time already. It's time to take action. Don't let your health or something else take a better control over you. At least give yourself the credit. Say, I have managed. I have convincingly moved forward. That's the most important thing. Okay, I will end here, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all a very nice day and a good week ahead. Take care, and I'll be back again next week. See you then. Bye for now.